Hey everyone, this is Southern Fried Chat again here with Jordan Rizz. He runs a SPX merch store called SPX6900gear.com. And he also recently created a meme creation site called SPX6900meme.com. He has authored the book SPX6900 Invest and Grow Rich. He also has a comic book called The Dev SPX6900. And he also runs a YouTube channel and devotes a lot of it to SPX. And he does a lot of cool content sharing SPX in real life. So a lot of stuff, man. I'm glad you're here, dude.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me. And yeah, that was a pretty cool intro, man. So you just wrote it all down, got it
Oh,
ready to
of
go.
course. I had to. You
Yeah,
have
appreciate it.
you have such a big list of things. You have so many things you do.
Yeah, it's funny because it's all spread over like about 9 months, right? It's taken a while to sort of do all those things. It
Yep.
it sounds awesome when you throw them all in a few sentences.
No, that site you released that what last week, something like that, several days
Yeah,
ago.
it was just Monday. Yeah, for
Yeah,
me it was Monday. For you guys, it was probably Sunday, I think.
gotcha. So it wasn't even that long.
I know.
So yeah,
My daughter's crying in the background. You can't hear it?
nope, I
Okay,
can't hear it.
cool.
So
Not good for her, but good for us. Uh,
good,
don't know
good
what happened.
mic. Get a good mic.
Yeah, these mics are great. Yeah, they do noise cancel pretty well. Anything outside of like a
Right.
meter, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Is that I even also run the videos through on CapCut. They have like a noise suppressing AI thing you can do, and it cuts out most of that if there is something that comes through.
Oh, nice,
And
nice.
then
Do
if
you
like sorry, and then if like a dog happens to be barking at a random part, I'll remember
Yeah.
mentally, okay, this is a part where my dog was being super annoying, and I can go in and splice that, and I can like super heavy AI to remove that, just because you can't do
Oh, that's
it.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and it'll keep your audio but
yeah,
without the sounds.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it. That's awesome.
yeah. I
Yeah,
always
I
do that.
use Adobe Premiere and it has similar features. Like you can go through and clean the audio up. That's really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm relatively new to it. CapCut has been a great beginner tool. I'm sure Adobe Premiere is better, but it's great. CapCut is so.
Yeah, I found Adobe Premiere is amazing, but it is lacking in some things that other easier editors have. For instance, like doing captions in Adobe Premiere is pretty crappy. It
Yeah.
often picks up like the wrong words and like the settings are a bit jibby. And you can use things like CapCut and others that have way better
Hmm.
like the caption settings. And it's just like it's sort of like the difference between a Windows and a Mac. Like
Yeah.
A Mac is just simple to use. It has probably less features, but it's everything's like easy to use. Whereas Windows, there's so many things you can do,
Right.
but it's more complex. So it's
Exactly.
de- definitely, and most people won't use most of the features, right? That's why so many people stick with like iPhones and Mac and everything. Like my brother got an Android phone and he was back on his iPhone within a week. I'm like, what? I
It's too
love Android. There's so
much.
much more you can do. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never used. I have an Android as well. I'm mostly because Apple's just cost way more, and I just don't see the point of
Yeah, they do.
it. Just
The value is not really in the hardware so much.
the
It's
brand
in a
and
simple
the
user interface,
simplicity.
and yeah, the brand. People like to be known they have an iPhone,
Yeah,
um,
it's
and they're
like
good.
they
Yeah,
are good, but I think it's crazy the people who have to get the newest one, like right when it comes
yeah.
out.
I
That's
mean,
wild to me.
I have like an old S10
Yeah,
Samsung mobile. It works amazing, and I broke it like a year ago. I bought another one second. It was brand new, but like older
sure.
for like $200.
Yeah,
And it runs everything super smooth. There's no lag. It's still got like 8 CPUs or something in it. Like
they're
there's
already
no need for the
amazing.
latest hardware. Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, it
Unless you're
is.
gaming on your phone, you don't really need it.
Yeah, and I've never done that. Uh, sorry, to get off topic. Do you actually do you play games? Since you mentioned it, is that something you're
Yeah, I
into?
used to be a huge gamer. Like that
Really?
was
I see.
yeah,
You got is
I
that an
devote pretty
Oculus?
much.
Is that an Oculus in the background?
Yeah, that's a Oculus Quest 2.
Is
Well,
that any
now
good?
called Meta Quest
Yeah,
2
Meta,
because Meta
Meta.
took
That's
over
right.
Oculus.
I had the original Oculus, the first release of it, and I bought it, and it was
The black
such a
one. Yeah, the black one.
such a
Yeah.
pain in the
So
ass.
you might have actually bought my cable. I don't know if we want to talk about this, but
Go
I
ahead.
used to,
No, it doesn't matter.
yeah, I used
Go?
to sell the Party Link cable,
Interesting.
um, which lets you hook up the original Oculus
Yep.
as well as that one to your computer through the link feature they added, so that you could actually charge and you could play games and transfer data and everything into your computer. And I was the number one seller
That's
for
amazing.
about
Yeah.
6
No, I
months.
don't think I
Yeah.
used that. I was an early adopter into it, and I was like really like wanting to love it. But like 20 minutes into playing something, I got sick every time. So I was just
I had friends that got sick from it. It's just
seriously.
a lot of people do. It's like 10%, 20% of all people get sick from those headsets.
So I was like, oh, so I just didn't like it, and yeah, I ended up selling it. But I do want to get another one because I've heard they're much better, and you're less
The new
likely
one,
to get.
that
Yeah,
Quest 2 is amazing, but there's a Quest 3 now even better than that. So
I'm just waiting because I know this will keep getting better. That's kind of what I've been
oh,
doing.
it will. It will. Well, you've seen the glasses. They're bringing out glasses, all sorts of different types of glasses and stuff
Yeah,
now.
it's gonna be
The
crazy.
technology is getting better and better, and they've even got like the glasses can even like change to black and block stuff out. So
Oh wow.
eventually, you'll probably just have some really good quality glasses you put on. Maybe they'll wrap around your face or something. Maybe look a little bit like goggles you use when you're swimming,
Right.
but they'll be fully enclosed, so no light gets in, and they can just go black, and you can see the virtual world, and tap it, and you can see through
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not sure exactly, but it's getting like the technology is really getting there.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. And I since we're on this kind of subject, I have a point down about you have a big property, right, that you've relatively recently
Yeah,
purchased.
2 acres. Yeah, this
Awesome.
year.
Awesome. Yeah, and you're growing, like you're trying to be sustainable with what you're growing
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah. We have like 5 or 6 garden beds. Then we've got a bunch of pots, and then we also have 30 fruit trees so far.
Oh wow,
Um,
awesome. What kind of fruit?
yeah, we planted over half of those fruit trees. There was some already here, and then we've been planting like crazy.
What kind of fruit? Or just a bunch of different?
Well, because we're in Melbourne in Australia, it's a little bit of a slightly colder climate. It's still like subtropical, so we can't really grow mangoes and bananas here easily.
Sure.
You could grow them in a greenhouse, but we grow other things like apples and
Nice.
grapes. We can grow like all the different like guavas, all the different berries, all like stone fruits, and like there's a lot of stuff we can grow here.
Could you
But
grow
there's just
peaches?
yeah. We've got a peach tree here. That's out the
Nice.
front. It's awesome. Yeah, we're actually really lucky. It was 6 big fruit trees out the front that the previous owner had sort of looked after,
Awesome.
and there was a few neglected trees that were out the back here that we're sort of helping rehabilitate. And then we've just planted a ton of stuff, and we're also low maintenancing half the garden so that it has like tan bark all over it, and because there's so much grass, and like I'm literally mowing like 2 days a week at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. I've got like a hand mower, but I love it. It's like really good exercise. I'm listening to like podcasts and stuff. Right? I'm listening to, the Flip the Stock Market and your show and everything with my I've got like some little over the ear earbuds.
We're powering you as you as you do your lawn mowing.
Yeah, it is. Well, I don't even notice it, but my arms are like it's really
Nice.
helping. And I know you're into fitness at the moment and getting healthier. You've been losing some weight.
Yeah, losing some weight. Yeah, cutting it back. I've done it plenty of times before, so I have to be consistent. And the week and a half I've been doing it again. It's been good.
Isn't
I have
it
to keep
crazy
going.
that the SPX community like helps lift you up and makes you want to get in shape and just improve like every aspect of your life?
Yeah, it's awesome. I knew when I posted it, I was like, okay, if I post this, I'm gonna have to do it because then I'm accountable to all these people. Like I don't want to disappoint people in like a weird way. It's like it makes me more accountable. I think it'll help me not go off the rails like I usually do.
Yeah.
So, and the reason why I mentioned your property and one more question about that. Do you plan to try to make it like totally sustainable? Do you want to go like get solar panels, that sort of thing?
We have solar. We've got solar. We've got rain tanks, but we don't have a battery yet, so we need to get a battery. I've got the Tesla, so it's electric. So and because I work from home, I mostly charge during the day.
Sure.
So, it's like we only use a tiny bit off the grid, but it's crazy in Australia. They give you like nothing for your feed in.
Okay.
They used to give you a lot more, but now, so all the energy I export to the grid, they pay us like a couple cents.
Wow.
But all the energy I take from the grid, they
Lot.
charge us
Yeah.
like 30 cents a
Right, of
kilowatt hour.
course.
So it's ridiculous. So a battery would make that way more
Right.
efficient. My mum just got a battery, and now she hasn't used anything from the grid since she got a battery. It's pretty
Nice.
sick.
What it was like? Is
Yeah.
it a Tesla Powerwall? Is that what that is, or what is it called?
Um.
Or
Well,
were
my
you-
mum's just got some other random brand one. Oh no, she's got a BYD, which is a pretty big brand. You know, they make the cars as well.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but Tesla have the Powerwall as well. I think they just brought out the Powerwall 3. It's brand new, just coming out.
Is that what you're thinking about
Slightly
getting, or
bigger.
you probably gonna get something else?
Um, Tesla products are a little bit more expensive, but they
Gotcha.
last like a long time, and they're high quality. They're not going to like set on fire and stuff. So
That's a
um,
plus.
yeah. The you know, at the start when there was some Teslas that caught on fire, and
Yeah.
like it was very few. But what happened is the media focused on it, and then
Yeah.
Elon Musk put out like these stats. He's like, actually, Teslas catch on fire 10 times less than petrol cars, and
Yeah.
like I think when that sort of spread around, the message died down that Teslas catch on fire all the time, a little bit. But
Anything negative with Tesla gets amplified 1,000
yeah,
times.
yeah,
So
yeah, it definitely used to. I know there was some crazy stuff happening when Elon and Trump got together as well.
yeah,
Some like
definitely.
rioting and craziness. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah,
lots of burning, actively trying to burn a Tesla.
yeah. We actually have a lot of rebates in Australia for batteries, so I will probably get a battery at some point,
Cool.
and we will get more solar panels as well. The rain tank is good for feeding the garden, but it's not hooked up to like our running water. So
Sure.
I'll probably get more rain tanks and filters and everything. We'd love to be like 95% off grid.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that's a good goal. I love that. Yeah, I'd like to do that someday. I'm not. I mean, I own a house, but it's not really. There's no way I could even try to do that right now. But one day I would
You know
like
what's
to get a bigger
crazy?
property.
I've seen some people in like just like a unit, like it was a big unit, but still like a 450 square meter block. I don't know what that is in feet. You guys talking feet, right? So, but it was like a standard block, but a unit, not even a house
Okay.
size. And the guy was growing 400 kilos of food a year.
Wow, that's
So
awesome. That's
because a lot
impressive.
of it he was growing vertically in the back
Sure.
garden, and like he obviously he had no back garden. You couldn't really walk around or the kids couldn't run around or anything in it. But it was just there was veggie boxes and fruit everywhere, and just like everything was growing up everything. So he
That's
basically
incredible.
turned basically it's called like a food forest, and that's sort of our goal is to have a forest you walk through, and everything there is pretty much edible. Whenever I go in the garden now, we have snacks. Like we've got heaps of beans growing, with heaps of greens. We've got certain fruits just are growing, and so there's always something to eat and nibble on, which is pretty cool.
What do you do with the excess? I'm sure you have times where you have too much.
So we're actually been looking into some homeless shelters we can drop some of the excess food off to,
Nice.
and you have to sort of call ahead, make sure they need those
Yeah.
fresh veggies or whatever it is at that time. So yeah, I've actually looked into that recently because I really want to help with the homeless situation and that sort of stuff. I love watching those YouTube videos where people go and hand out money to homeless or they
Yeah.
feed them meals and stuff. And I have actually helped some homeless people in Dandenong area when I go to the market. I've given them cash and I've given them meals
That's
and
awesome.
fruit and stuff. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's everyone needs a bit of a hand sometimes. And what's crazy, there's a guy called Peter Bond on YouTube, and I don't know if you've seen him before, Peter Bond. He
I don't think
actually
so.
he's given like $500 cash to a lot of different homeless people, and then he's followed up, and 2 or 3 months later, they're actually like in their own apartment or
Awesome.
they've got stable jobs. The family have taken them in again, and like their life is turned around just because he believed in them and gave them some cash.
That's amazing.
And so not every single homeless person is going to use drugs and drink alcohol and stuff.
Sure.
Some of them just have a bad time and they need some help. So
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think that's a really cool thing. And I think a lot of YouTubers now are actually going out and helping people that need help. I feel like that's a huge movement, and I think SPX is right there. I know there's some guys in SPX that were doing some feeding some people,
Yeah,
and
I've
some
seen
kids
that.
and stuff.
Yep. I'm gonna promote that
So
on the next live show I do. I saw it and I forgot about it. Then I saw it again. I'm like, okay. I also want to give some money to them too. I think it's really cool. I don't know where they're at though. I don't know.
I don't know much about it at all, but
Yeah.
I saw like they had the print out the logo flag and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah,
which is pretty cool.
yeah. They've been doing that, and I think they're trying to do it weekly. I think that's what I read, but I need to look into
That's
it more.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like SPX is a perfect alignment of like, the spiritual, the financial, the wanting to make everyone's life better, to be able to help with this. And do you see that Cognospheric Twitter, I think it was, where
Oh,
there's like some sort of Deo or bounty
yeah.
of SPX. They can
Yes.
help people that need help when they devote time to SPX, something like that. It's really interesting.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like you could put a bounty up for whatever amount of SPX to do something, and then if you do it, you get the bounty. Essentially, I think
Yeah,
that's a really
yeah.
cool thing.
I think they were helping some people that were homeless as well in that.
Oh,
So
really? I missed that. Okay, cool.
yeah,
That's
I don't know
awesome.
too much about it, but yeah, it's I think it's really something to strive for, is to help people that don't have as much. And I grew up fairly poor, like a single mom with my brother. So it was just sort of three of us, and we were renting everywhere. And we probably went through over 20 places that we got. We
Uh,
rented and we got kicked out after a year or two, and went to next place, next place, next place. Sometimes we weren't even there a whole year, and like some of the places were a bit seedy, so I think we didn't stay so long. Like there was some weird guy that was like trying to set off fireworks near our house and like scare my mom and stuff. So I went through that sort of struggle a
sure,
little bit when I was younger, and I think it made me want to strive to, number one, provide well for my kids and my family, and
absolutely.
so and not be in that sort of situation, but also to care for people that are in those situations, because not everyone can help themselves out. I mean, I think most people can. I think everything is really mindset based and thought based, but
But and some people aren't
uh,
in the mindset at that point in time. They may,
yes,
they
yeah,
may,
then
they may, they're capable, but they may not be there yet.
yeah, they need a little push, a little kick, a
Yeah,
little help, a little nudge. I think everyone needs something to help them get to the next level.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Even just, I mean, some people treat homeless like they're trash, and
Yeah,
even just being kind to someone makes a big difference for people,
hundred
and
percent.
not
Yeah,
treating them like a human being and not like, you know, they're homeless. I don't want to
one
talk to
hundred
you.
percent.
You
Yeah,
know, just
yeah,
basic
because I mean,
decency.
some of those people they didn't really do anything wrong. They just had a bad circumstance, and like, and I sort of believe that everyone, well, number one, I believe we're all connected and we're all one at a high level, deeper level. I don't know if you believe in God, or
I
the
do
universe.
believe in God
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah, yeah. And I think in SPX, probably majority of people believe in a higher power. It doesn't have to be the word God.
Sure,
I think that's just a label. And like, for instance, my mom doesn't believe in God, but she believes in the universe. So
cool.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. Just use whatever word you're comfortable with. And that's because God, in the Western world, has some negative connotations, and some some negative beliefs from different people, and
Yeah,
it's been muddied a little bit, and in a lot of places, it's still, a lot of people are very comfortable saying the word God. But yeah, I feel like universe. Almost everyone agrees that there's something there. And
right.
what is your experiences outside of this realm, so to
Well,
speak?
I grew up Christian,
Yep.
and then I went to college and I became an atheist, and then I've kind of come back to the faith. But I say I grew up what I would call fundamentalist Christian. I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but a bit more so like super literal, super hardcore. Like there's only
Yep.
5,000 years old or whatever it was.
Okay.
There's
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like super hardcore. That's the best way I could think to put it. Very literal belief in the Bible, and so I think atheism appealed to me because like okay, this is how the world actually works, which was important because I wasn't even getting that growing up, and then but I found atheism was making me like a more selfish person, sort of I would say a worse person actually. Not saying it does that for everybody, but for me it did. So then I came back to God, but with uh, more sensibilities attached to it. So
Yeah. So I grew up atheist as well, so I understand that. Like, as I said, my mom didn't believe in God, and she actually did things like, we had I'm sure it's called, like, the religious part of schooling, where they I think it was basically it was Christian based,
okay,
basically, but she would have us be taken out. So I would just like
interesting.
sit outside the room,
Mm.
the whole time, the whole class. I'd literally just sit out the room, and their class would be going on. So it was a bit weird, but that's
Yeah.
what she did because that's how much she didn't believe in it.
Sure.
So I counted myself as an atheist the first, I don't know, probably 20 years of my life.
Sure.
And then I had LSD, and
Okay.
and I
Nice.
was no longer no longer atheist.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I had a
whatever
full
gets you there.
Kundalini awakening. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's like
What was the term you just said?
Kundalini awakening.
I never heard it put that way. No. What does
It's
that mean?
basically I had like all the energy in my body just sort of come up and like radiate, and I just had like almost like a pure enlightened state. It was crazy. It was like an ego death,
Yep.
and I felt like all my programming was wrong. It was like ripped out of
Mm-hmm.
my head,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like I was like free, open. I had like access to the whole universe of knowledge. It's very difficult to put into words.
Sure.
Um, but I just sat in pure joy and pure bliss.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never experienced that in my 20 years, 21 years of age. Never experienced a pure bliss state like that.
Yep.
It was absolutely amazing. And it lasted for hours and hours and hours. And I feel like I got tested because there was like this spider above the room. I was with a bunch of friends
Sure.
at someone's holiday house, and there was like this spider, and everyone was scared about the spider, and I had to like move the spider to get rid of it for the doorway so we could go to sleep. And I
Okay.
feel like that was a test, and I failed because instead of just like grabbing the spider, it was like a huntsman or something, which is like not dangerous.
Okay.
But I like tried to get it in a cup, and I accidentally like squished it.
Okay.
So I feel like that was me failing the test. And I feel like if I'd done something differently, that I could have stayed in that enlightened state. I don't know. That's
Sure.
just an idea I had. But then it took years and years and years to integrate a lot of what I learned on that day.
Sure. So you felt kind of like your old self died that day and a new self
Yeah,
began. Yep.
100%. Yeah, and I got to see myself in the mirror as everyone else sees me with no filters.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally we look at ourselves, we have these filters we've built up over years, and we don't really necessarily see ourselves correctly. I was like, oh, I'm really short. Like, I had an ego around, everyone
That's
was calling me
funny.
short, and I'd beat them up and stuff, right? Because I was, very
Yeah.
feisty and strong, and I actually loved getting in fights when I was
Oh,
younger.
wow. Okay.
So, well, like in the school grounds, but
Sure.
like
Sure. Sure.
I,
Sure.
I absolutely love beating up bullies. So if a bully
Hey.
would
Hey.
like attack me, I would beat the crap out of them.
I
So,
I, I can get
and
behind that.
yeah, but being short, everyone like picked on me, but they only picked on me
Sure.
once because they didn't want to do that after that because I was crazy. So, um, but yeah, it was really interesting. And like after that, like someone would call me short, I'd be like, yeah, like, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's my height. I'm short. Like there was no more ego behind it,
Yep.
and it really helped. I guess it helped me move forward a lot, and I also was very much like a clown when I was younger.
Sure.
Like, I'd drink alcohol and I just act like a clown, and it was yeah, it was interesting. Like I was almost like acting for other people. Yeah,
Sure.
I saw so many epiphanies, man. And I was like, what am I doing in a day job? And I was working a 9 to 5 job in an office. It was a very comfy, cushy job that I could have stayed there forever, right? I've still got friends that
Right.
work there now.
Yeah.
And like this is like 20 years ago, basically.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, and it helped me quit my day job. So that experience it ultimately led me to SPX.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I think you have to be an SPX and to stick in it and stay in it and be a part of it for sure. You have to have at least some sort of ego death moment in your life. I think if you have a huge ego, I don't think you'd still be here in SPX. I think you have to be that way.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's deep.
Because I can relate to what you're saying. I didn't do it the same process as you. I had some, I would say, traumatic-esque events that happened to me, and
Yep.
through that, I found basically I found God again, and I felt this similar way. Like I felt like old self. It felt like a new awakening. I couldn't even hardly for a while, for like literally a few months after that event occurred, I couldn't even remember like events that happened to me before almost. Like it was like hard
Yeah,
to
because you're
remember.
different. You're a different person. You're like
Yeah, it
literally
was
a
like
different person.
weird. It was so bizarre. I mean,
You,
it was kind of frustrating. I was like, I can't even remember it. It was almost kind of scary
yeah,
in a way.
yeah. But you know, like how we're in like a quantum soup. Like we're in quantum. Like so, I believe we're in multiverse, right? And
Okay,
so we're in quantum realities, and we're always jumping from one reality to another every moment.
interesting.
So no moment's actually the same, and we're never actually the same person. And
Yeah,
so
we're
that's why,
definitely
like,
not the same person.
yeah, yeah,
I think there's different ways to define that. I kind of think there's a you are the same person in a sense, but you're not. Like
yeah.
you're the same
That's
like
our
agent
yeah.
almost. I don't know, or
That's our
spirit.
that's our continuity, so we can actually have
Yeah,
growth. Because if we so we, there'll be no growth if we didn't sort of remember what our past was, even though our past is not really our past of because as we evolve and change, we're literally like a different person, which is very difficult to understand because our brains are sort of fairly linear built, and that's again
definitely.
why we don't understand exponentials, right? So we
Yep.
know what the future of SPX is going to be like, and it's going to be an exponential that's so hard to understand because we didn't
Right.
like evolve over millions of years or thousands of years to understand what an exponential is.
Right.
It's only happened since like the digital age, right? Which is
Well,
only
in our human
very
biology
recent.
is an exponential event. The fact that we're existing right now.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, is that took tons and tons of time and small, tiny little changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard to imagine. I think that's why a lot of people have like beef with the idea of evolution. People have beef with a lot of those ideas. They're like hard to fathom how they get to where they are. Like if you look at this computer, for instance, like this is it's amazing the technology that has happened since the 70s or whatever, and now it is where it is. It's like hard to fathom like how did it happen, but there's series of events and tiny little
Well, our
changes.
phones, we would get like burnt right at the stake for our phones. If it was like 100 years ago, that's a witch, that's a wizard.
Yeah, you're a
Lock him away,
wizard.
burn him.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
wizard for sure. You're capturing
burn him because
images of
yeah,
people and stuff.
yeah. He's got like a little weird device that can like see into these different places, and
It's a
like
portal.
that would
Yeah.
exactly, yeah, yeah. I believe like mirrors are portals. I mean, I haven't managed to go through one yet, but that would be pretty cool.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
funny.
they are. I mean, in a sense, you could think of it that way. You can think of technology in that way, actually, which is kind of interesting when to think about it. 'Cause I do think technology can be very evil. It can be very good, and it's like a double-edged sword, like anything, like
Yeah,
most things.
it's a powerful tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm actually you probably know I'm into all the AI tools. I really
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
like.
yeah. Yeah, your
So
website uses it, which is awesome. But
yeah, yeah. There's so many different. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, we just hit like the first like credit limit reminder to me. Like you've used 50% of your budget for this month. I'm like, oh
oops.
okay. So
Well, that didn't
uh,
happen very. That was quick.
yeah, I'm like I don't know. But the thing is, I have made it free for everyone to use, right? So
Right.
um, I don't have any issue with Aeons using it. I just don't know if there's any other people outside of our community that could be abusing it. So
Yeah, that's fair.
um, I'm gonna put some limits in place so
Yeah,
that maybe can we do like 10 generations a day or something. So I mean that
it's a
should
good
be
idea.
plenty for most people. They
Oh
don't
yeah,
need
it
to go
shouldn't be more
crazy.
than that. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'll chuck some limits in place, and that'll probably help it out. That way, there's no like, because there's probably just like one person that's generated like a
Uh,
ton of
probably.
edits that
Yeah.
use that credit. I doubt it. I doubt. Or it's just a bunch of Aeons that are finding and playing with it at the same time. I don't
Did you
mind. It's fine.
advertise the fact that you've got a budget for it and you're paying for it, or do people know that?
Um, in my video, I just mentioned like don't go too crazy on the edits, but
Yeah, you might want to
um,
make a post about it just to remind people
oh,
because
I've got a donation page, and I've already had some
okay.
donations
Oh,
towards
you
it.
do? Okay, I
So
didn't see that. Okay. Oh,
yeah,
cool, cool, cool.
so and my tip wallet that I've always had, I've got some donations in there too. I'm happy to use any of the donated money for running costs if we need to, because
Sure.
it is a SPX community based project. So,
Yeah.
but I think it hasn't used that
Yeah.
much credit so far. I think it's like under $10, so it's
Nice.
good.
Oh, cool, cool.
But if yeah,
Yeah, I've used it a couple of times to test it out. It's cool. Yeah, it's very easy to use, and if you want to create something real quick, there you go. It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, I've had a bunch of Aeons reach out and thank me, and some have sent some donations, but some have also asked for different features as well. And so one thing I do want to add is the Aeon approved logo. I want to add that into it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's cool.
Um,
Yep.
I'm not sure if I'll just do like the main Aeon approved one, or if I'll go through because he's got all those other ones, the different color ones as well, like the shop one and all these.
Probably just the main
I'll
one.
have a look.
That'd probably be good.
Yeah, I'll post the main one in for
Yeah.
now. But when I because it is an actual app, so I have to go and modify the app, and then I have to deploy the app again, and then
Right.
update the website.
That makes
So it's a
sense.
bit of a process. It's not like one thing. It's not one click. So when I do it, I want to make sure maybe there's 2 or 3 more logos or something I add to
Fair,
it at the
fair,
same time.
fair. That makes
So there's
sense.
like and it'll be like a group of 9. It'll look nice because right now it's 6, and 6 looks nice. And
Gotcha. Because of the way, yeah, that's what you're saying. That's cool. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
so
a
I'm
really
just
cool app.
I'm waiting a little while, but yeah, it was really fun making that app. It took me several weeks of just like, I built it through Gemini with Google, and they've got like
Cool.
you can talk to the bot and actually help build. It helps you build the app, but then
That's
it
awesome.
gets stuck sometimes. So I tried. I just kept like hitting my head against the wall for like a week, where it couldn't get the logos to come up. So I just had to manually go through and code it myself,
Gotcha.
and that fixed it. I was like, okay, well, that works. The rest of the interface works perfectly fine. It was just bringing. I think it wasn't able to embed the logos into the file itself. So I just had to manually. I stored them on a separate website, and I just
Gotcha.
put those in manually. So now I just have to manually update logos separately on my other website, and then use that code and
That
put the
pulls.
code in.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that difficult to do. It's just that for some reason, the Google Gemini AI app builder doesn't seem to want to be able to store images in itself. I don't know if that's
Interesting.
like a limitation or if I tried a ton of times, but yeah, it's fun. It's really fun to use those AI app builders. They're definitely not perfect yet.
Yeah.
They're only getting better over time.
Oh yeah. Are
But I was
you?
pretty surprised. Like,
Yeah.
that
Are
app
you a
costs
programmer?
thousands of dollars.
Are you
Pardon?
into that world beforehand? Before this?
So yeah, so do you mean to have a quick history of what I've done? Because
Sure. Go
I've done
for
a
it.
lot of different roles. Yeah, so my original job that I was telling you about my 9 to 5 job, I
Hmm.
was in a office it was a software company, and so I had multiple hats in that company. The main one was a domain name administrator, so I could like basically look after we had like 500,000 different domain names that we had, and we'd pick up and drop them all the time and test these new domains out because domains are worth money, both
Sure.
generically, like if you have like cash.com,
Yep.
cash.com you could sell for like $1 million,
Sure.
but also um random 555 666.com that now gets 10,000 traffic every day. That's valuable because you can run ads to it
Right.
and it can start making you money. And my boss at the time was making like he was making like 4 grand a day or
Mm.
so just from like the ads
Wow.
that were running on these sites just because of the traffic they already had. So
Wow.
it opened up my eyes like, oh, you can make money online using domains. It's such a simple process.
Right.
And then they got miners for Bitcoin, and so they
Ah.
were trying to and that's where I found out about Bitcoin. And my friend and I started mining some Bitcoin as well. At the same time, I was also starting a few different websites because I saw there's money online, so I was starting to make websites to try and make some money. So I got into
Interesting.
making websites like almost 20 years ago now. And so I learned
Nice.
a lot of skills of building websites from then.
Sure.
I was never very good at coding, but I did learn some basic HTML
Sure.
and sort of enough to get by. And one of my friends is a really good programmer, so he did a lot of that for me. I actually mentioned him in my book as well. Did you get a copy, by the way? I
I
think
don't
I
think it's
sent
coming to
you one.
mail yet. You sent me
I
one
have to
though.
check.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
coming out.
yeah. It should be there soon.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's today or tomorrow. It's supposed to
Yeah,
arrive.
I'm definitely gonna check it out and read it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, my friend, he'd program most websites for me, but then sometimes I'd have to go in and change code and everything. And then eventually we used WordPress. Are you familiar with WordPress?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
So
so
simple,
easy
right?
to
Yeah.
use. Yeah, it's so good. And you can still go into the code. There's an editor that you can go into the code and manually change things if you have to,
Right.
which is really useful because there's certain limitations you hit sometimes. And
Yeah.
you can also add the code into widgets, so you can actually add HTML code into widgets as
Right.
well to do
Right.
other things.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I learned a
I
bit
made
from that.
some websites back in the day. I made a website a really long time ago. I used Yahoo Site Builder like a long time ago, and it
I
was
remember that thing. That thing was horrible.
horrible, absolutely awful. But yeah, I did use that. It was terrible, and you could never make a website look very good, but you could get one
No,
to
no.
work. But
Yeah, you get one. It would do for like basic information reading, which I
right,
think is like the early web was mostly
yeah.
do you remember when images were like this? Doop, doop,
Oh yeah, oh, yeah.
doop. It took like 2 minutes for an image to load.
Oh god, yeah, yep.
And young people now they're like, oh my god, my phone took 5 seconds. That's too
Oh,
long.
and
I'm
I'm
like,
bad about it too now. Like when I press something, I'm like, it's not working. What? I was like,
yeah, yeah,
press.
yeah.
I'm
Push, push,
so
push, push.
bad about it.
And like 3 seconds later, it loads. Like, oh, it's okay.
It's taking forever. What the hell? But yeah, it is no. But oh god, videos. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go do something for an hour and let this 2 minute video load.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But
That's so funny.
so yeah, I used that. I used GoDaddy. They had a site builder. I made one from. My dad made this invention basically. It's like a something. It's called a winch winder. You can like wind a winch for like a big truck. You to roll up. I can't think of the name of what it is.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't think all the words, but yeah, it's this cool little invention that he's been selling since like I don't know 2005 or something like that. But I made a website.
Awesome.
I made the GoDaddy. I used the GoDaddy website to create it. Took PayPal and that sort of thing. So I was, back then it was like harder to take payments. PayPal was a good one. But
Yeah,
now,
PayPal's always been really good.
but yeah, I've converted. I took all that. I finally redid all that for him because that was like old, archaic, crappy. I did that like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I used SquareUp to make
Yeah.
the site. You could put a basic product in there, and it's super easy. We're just using the free thing. It's like totally free. You take the money, they take a little bit from it, and it's just easy. And yeah, but I got like basic skills too. But
Did he patent his invention?
he did. Yep.
That's so cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So you come from is this sort of because you seem like you're quite entrepreneurial. So
I mean, I have that in my blood, and I've always tried things. I've never been that successful at it. I sell on eBay. I've sold on eBay for my whole life, literally my whole life.
oh, cool.
But
Yeah,
but
that's
never
great.
took it like to a level that would sustain
Yeah,
me. It's all, I've always had like little side hustles, is what I would say.
yeah.
I've always had a main
Oh,
job and side
that's
hustles.
important. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's a good way to start out. But yeah, at some point you got to like burn the bridges behind you and just go all in. And I've done that multiple times, and it's always worked out when I went all in.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll do that. I don't know if I have the courage yet, but I do like
Yeah.
the idea of that. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
feel there's something about burning the bridges behind you that just you have
lights a
to.
fire in your ass and you got to do it.
Yeah, you have to. I did that. I did that with Amazon. I'll tell you quickly what I did, but basically um, it's sort of the Oculus. I had the
Yeah,
idea
that.
that I could do this cable because
Yep.
Oculus didn't have a cable out yet.
Mhm.
So they were building their cable. Their cable was 5 meters. It was a USB-C to C cable. I was like, well, I can't do 5 meters because the technology wasn't there for 5 meters. That's probably why they were taking so long.
Sure.
But I got all the very best 3 meter cables, and I tested with an Android phone to make sure it worked because I knew the software running on the Oculus was Android,
Gotcha.
and no one else was doing this. So I got because I was already selling on Amazon, so I already understood Amazon, already had contacts with different manufacturers, and I basically found I got samples from all the best manufacturers in China, and I found the cable that was the best quality, highest like data sending and receiving, uploading and downloading, basically, and work the best, and I could do the best price for, and I managed to get this cable up and running, but I didn't have enough money to buy proper stock because buying like thousands of cables costs lots of money.
Right.
So I sold my car, I maxed my credit card, and I used all my wife's savings. Oh, and I borrowed from my mom. So I went all in, right? I probably didn't do all those at one time. I did some of it, and I got the stock, and it did really well, and I sold really well, and I instantly sold out on the day. I sold
Nice.
like 1,000. I sold like 1,000 units in one day.
Wow.
So it was like 0 to 100, right?
Right.
And then I had to buy more stock, and it took like months for the stock to come along.
Uh,
So then that's when I ran out of. I had problems with cash flow. So then I had to like sell my car or or borrow some more money from my mom. And so I had all these different things I did to really push it. And yeah, I ended up getting that business up into like 7 figures. It was pretty crazy.
Wow,
And
amazing.
so, but that ended in flames as well, but that's okay. We'll talk about that later. It was just that Amazon actually got threatened by my listing, and they pulled my listing because they have the Amazon
Oh, wow.
Basics cable, and my
Yeah.
cable was like just behind theirs, and it was my sales just going up really fast. It was when I got to about $250,000 of sales in 1 month. My Amazon pulled my listing, so I couldn't sell anymore. So I had all this stock sitting there,
Oh God.
and they wouldn't let me
Yeah.
sell it. They pulled it, but they pulled my listing down because it had the letters USB twice, which is like the silliest thing ever. I think I said this on Nick's podcast as well, but it was such a silly reason to pull my listing down, and they wouldn't let me change my title to fix it. So I had to make a whole new listing. I had to get all new reviews and everything,
So yeah,
and I
then
had to
you're just
go
like you're like way behind at that point.
yeah, I had to get all my stock taken out of the Amazon warehouse, change all the SKU codes, put it all
Oh
back in.
my
It was
God.
a whole process. So by the time I did that, my sales dropped right down,
Sure.
and then all the competition came in. So they really buggered my momentum. But anyway, it was a really good experience. I learned a lot, but I didn't end up coming out with a huge amount of profit because of that. But it
Nice.
still worked out. Like I was still very much in profit
Yeah.
overall. But yeah, it was really fun doing that. I did a sticker business on Amazon as well. That did really well, and I sold that off like a couple years ago and put it all in crypto, and then crypto went down.
It's
Good
been
fun.
it's learning lessons. Learning lessons.
Yeah, definitely. It's all led me here. It all led to this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw an opportunity to help people get merchandise with your
Yeah, it was for
website.
myself because there was nothing I liked. Like
Yeah.
honestly, I was looking everywhere, and I was happy to use someone else's store, but like I went to the official store and there was a few T-shirts. I
Yeah.
didn't really like
Just
the style
lacking.
that
Yeah.
much, but there was no hoodies at all. And like I
Right.
I love hoodies. You will almost always see me in a hoodie. I've actually just my hoodie's disgusting because I was mowing in it yesterday, and so that's in the wash at the moment. But I've got two main ones I wear, SPX hoodies. So I thought I'd wear the T-shirt and something different.
Sure.
But yeah, I've always been an SPX hoodie or T-shirt. Now I've got a bunch of them,
Yeah.
and so I was like, well, I'll make the store for myself, and I've
Sure.
got all these products. I may as well make it public to everyone. And I make a little bit of money, but I don't make a ton on it.
Sure.
And
Sure.
and that's it's important for me to make money for it to keep adding designs because I've spent so much time on it. Like if you put the amount of money I've made versus the time I've spent, I'm making a minimum wage at the moment, but
Sure.
but it's a labor of love. But I do see it long term. It could actually make me quite a bit of money, which will help because it means I don't have to sell any SPX tokens. I mean, that's one of the goals, right? Because I don't want to sell. I'd love
Right.
to hold on my tokens forever.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's definitely cool for the community, and like I think I bought two things from your site. I bought this, and I bought some other shirt, I believe, from your site. Are you selling on
Did you get a
Amazon too? I've seen quite a few on Amazon.
No, no, I really should because I can take all my designs. I can also put them on Amazon.
Yeah.
I was also thinking of putting them on Etsy and like eBay, all the different places.
Yeah.
And I think I can even get those platforms to interact with my website, so it all sort of links together and
Yes.
it smoothly goes through. So the
What
idea is to automate everything, so I don't have to manually
what's
fulfill
that?
orders.
What's the print site you're using?
Printful is the main one.
That's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I've looked into that before one time as I was thinking about doing it. I recognize the models that they have. The
Yeah, I
AI.
actually paid for the premium Printful so that we get faster service and like
Nice.
bigger discounts and yeah, it's just a little bit better. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, it's interesting. This is probably I've run Shopify a few times. This is probably my most successful one now because of all the
You're
aeons and
using
everything. It's all very
Shopify
organic.
to power it.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Or Shopify costs $60 a month as well, so that's not
Yep.
not fun. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, and then the Printful costs some money, so there's
Yeah.
definitely running costs as well. But it's
Yep.
because I'm not running any ads at all, zero ads, no advertisements at all,
Right.
and it's just organic sales. So therefore, there's a high profit margin.
Yep.
Um, but I'm also always adding new designs. So any aeons coming to me, I'm always adding more stuff.
Yeah,
So
your prices are great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking at like a lot of the other stores are like double the price. I'm like, what? How much profit are they trying to make? I don't
Yeah, I
understand.
don't. That's why I always buy from. I bought one on Amazon one time, and that was actually before I knew about your store. And it was like it was reasonably priced too. So I didn't know if that was you. I guess it's somebody. I don't know who it is. Somebody, but
Yeah, I think there's probably some people that are just sellers that don't they're not Aeons necessarily.
no, I don't think
And
so. I think they
that's the
probably
other
run
thing.
generic crypto Amazon
Yeah, yeah,
site
those are the
probably.
things like it's supporting me and also helping the whole of the community because I love it when everyone's wearing merch. It's like it's we're basically walking
Hmm.
advertisements in a way,
Hmm.
even subliminal messaging, right? So we're trying to infiltrate everywhere, and the more we do, the more this logo is going to show up everywhere.
Oh
Speaking of
yeah,
the logo,
definitely.
it's tricky because we really have two main logos now. I actually really like both of them. You can see I'm wearing the more old school one here.
Yeah.
Um, I really love both of them. And so it's a little bit tricky now. And I know some of the OGs only like the old one. They're like not that into the new one. But the new one's important for onboarding. I think it's super important because
Well, and
people get confused.
we always say SPX. We don't say S&P 6900 anymore. Like nobody. I mean, maybe some people do, but practically nobody does anymore.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. But
But I always
I still
associate
have
with
to
that
go.
logo too. I mean, I associate. I mean, for me, both logos are. They're the same to me pretty much, but I know they are
Exactly. Yeah,
different.
I've
But
done the same now. In my mind, they're the same thing. It's just a
right,
different way of showing it.
right.
But the SPX is much better for onboarding
Hmm.
because the amount of people now that I've heard of and other people that have heard of that get confused,
Hmm.
and they think the middle and bit is a G or a six or a
Exactly.
P or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
it's not a
I think
P.
I like the new logo better. I guess, but I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference to me. But just
Yeah,
because we
I
say
did a
SPX
post on
more, but
Twitter. Yeah, did you see my post on Twitter? I did like a poll. It was 85% of Aeons voted for the new logo.
nah.
I
Okay.
said if you had to choose one.
Well, there
So
you
it's
go. I guess that's consensus then.
yes,
Interesting.
yeah, that's right. Um,
You need to make an SPX man shirt on your website. Have you seen that character Chang made?
oh, what
SPX
is it?
man. Okay, so
It's basically.
it's in the Telegram. Chang. I can't remember his.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The funny logo guy. Yeah, yeah.
You should make a shirt with
Yeah,
that on there.
Chang's always posting little videos and stuff of him. I
That's
could
his
do
little
that. I could
pet
do that on a shirt.
project.
So that's what I was about to say. If any Aeons are watching this and they have a shirt, t-shirt, hoodie, whatever type of clothing they want, let me know if you have the design. Send it to me. I can add it to the store. It takes me like 20 minutes, half an hour to add something. I'm happy to do it, once or twice a day. Try and get some more merch for you guys to buy, and it's fun. And I honestly I love merch. I've always sort of been into that sort of side. Um, I like products. I'm a big product seller. I've always liked selling products.
What do you do? What's your main job or main thing you do now outside of
Um,
this?
so I do a little bit of consulting for a couple of websites and stuff. I help with their websites, and then I also do I help people with their hardware wallets as well in Australia. So or
Interesting.
Melbourne, so I've gone to people's houses and helped them set up their wallets because people don't understand crypto here. There's very
Yeah,
few crypto people here.
sure.
So I have other computer repair people because I used to do computer repairs as one of
Gotcha.
my main jobs. And so I have some associates from that will send anybody that are crypto related to me. Like, oh, that's a crypto guy. That goes to Jordan. Send that to Jordan.
Gotcha.
So I do that, and then I do the store. I've got my books. I've also got coloring books on Amazon. I'm sure if you've seen those.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I sell a
Cool.
bunch of kids coloring books as well.
Awesome.
And so those sort of 3 4 businesses there,
Sure.
sort of make majority of our money. And then if we fall short on the month, I do need to cash out a little bit SPX, which I hate doing. They're trying to avoid doing that. Um,
Sure.
yeah, the store's picking up. So because the store's picking up, guys, the more SPX merch you buy, the less I will sell of tokens or no tokens I'll sell. So
That's a
it
good
is
point.
there's a motivation for you guys.
It's
Um,
kind of like tipping you in a sense because it keeps you
yeah,
from
it is. Yeah,
being
yeah.
motivated.
And
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
man. And I haven't sold any of the donations people have sent either, SPX
Nice.
donations. But I may need to sell a little bit just to help cover the costs
Sure.
of that
Well, that
being a
makes
creator.
sense. I mean, you
Yeah,
got to do what you got to do.
yeah. Maybe I
Um,
should put a PayPal address so people can send fiat too, so I don't have to sell any SPX.
that's not a bad idea too. Yeah, some people may find that easier, but yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add a PayPal donation address on the website so that people want to send US dollars, Australian dollars, whatever. That
Yeah.
way I can fund the meme creator from that. But it's not using that much credit. But I can always turn that feature off. So you can just add a logo. You can add your picture and you can add a logo
Yep.
and you can adjust the logo, but you can't edit it
Sure.
afterwards. So that
Yeah.
would be annoying because the edit feature is really cool.
Yeah.
But if it starts going crazy and I'm spending like $100 a day on it, that's
No,
not
you can't do.
sustainable.
No. Yeah,
It-
it has to be
yeah, if I
within
can throw those
reason.
limits in place, it should be okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I would do. And I think if I were you, I think it's good. I think it's good for people to know that there is money involved with that. So if you're listening, don't go crazy on it. Just use it sparingly.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Use it when you want to use it for actually making a meme is the main, I mean, the proper use case of it. And the thing of, I really like making tools and things that are useful. Like I find the merch is useful because it literally clothes your body and it looks cool and it's related to SPX and you're sort of helping the mission. The
right,
book is trying to help people understand it,
yes,
newbies or an onboarding. The meme creator is to help people create memes, which is for posting. So you see, every single thing I've done is literally going towards helping people either onboard or like stay in it for longer. That makes sense.
yeah, exactly.
So I haven't done anything sort of frivolous. Probably the most frivolous thing would be maybe the comic book, but that was really
It
early
was
on, and
cool.
I found that really fun. That was like fun.
Yeah, I've got one. I've got it in my other room. Yeah,
Did
that's
you
cool.
like it? Because I copped a bit of flack because of the lewd. I didn't
I
I didn't
mean,
understand it that much. It was early in the community.
yeah, I figured. Were you early on then? Is that when you made it? Is it?
Yeah, yeah. I got into the token in October
Gotcha.
2024. So it's been about just over a year. But I didn't really join the proper community till probably January, Feb. And then
Sure.
I think I made the comic in March. So
Yeah.
it was only
Yeah.
like
I mean,
yeah.
I didn't think much about it, but I could see some people maybe.
Yeah, I mean, there's like no one was naked, right? It was,
No.
and I'm allowed to do naked pictures in Amazon. They allow it. So
Interesting.
I could
You
have
could
gone
have really
full
turned it
nude.
up if you wanted to.
That would have been actually lewd, right?
Yeah.
But it was just like, whatever. Some people still had clothing. There was no, there's nothing fully naked in there. But I found that was really fun. I was having way too much fun with that
No, I thought it
that
was cool.
comic
Oh
book.
yeah, I forgot to even mention you do the AI video, not cartoon, but
Yeah,
like anim. Yeah.
SPX Demon Fighter. Yeah,
Yes, I forgot all
the
about that
animating
too. You
piece.
do that
Did
too.
you like those?
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
cool. They're fun.
Have you noticed the progression? Like they're getting sort of better,
Oh yes,
or
yes, yes,
yeah? Okay,
definitely,
cool. Yeah,
definitely. I know
I feel like
that.
the last two
What
or
do you?
three
What
look
tool are
way
you
better.
using for that? Is that the
So
Google
I've
tool?
changed tools a few times.
Okay,
Because I've found, well, Sora 2 didn't exist when I started it.
sure.
So I was using Google VO3, which
Yes.
is pretty good. And I
Yep.
was using ChatGPT to sort of for the start images, and then
Gotcha.
VO3 for the main video, and then sound effects. Sometimes a lot of it was from VO3, but sometimes I'd add sound effects and I'd add audio from 11 Labs. 11 Labs is great for voices.
Gotcha. Yep.
And
Nope.
that's why you notice the main character has a consistent voice throughout it now.
Yep.
The
Yep.
last, I think, last 3 or 4 episodes, it's all consistent voice.
Yep.
Um, and so that's because I'm going adding that in. And then what was I going to say? Now I'm using the last 2 or 3 videos are all using Sora 2 because the
Really.
animation is just so much better.
Mm.
It doesn't maybe doesn't look as good cinematically, but it's more alive feeling and more like animated, and it's more exciting. I think is a better way of putting it.
Yep.
It's maybe a little bit messier in a way because if you look at those early videos, they're very clean, but they're also a little bit boring
Yeah.
compared to. But I saw they've got a sort of epic feeling to them as well. So it's tricky. And I've also got music I made from Udio. Udio was a music creator, but don't use Udio anymore. They've just made it so you can't download any of your own music because they've got sued.
Ooh.
So they're in some sort of court case. They're like, until we've sorted this out, you can't download any music.
That
And
sucks.
I think they're actually being acquired by someone as well. So maybe the person who's suing them is now buying them out or something. I'm not sure what it is, but they still took my money, right? Because I was subscription based, and they wouldn't let me download my stuff. It's super annoying. And they're like, "Oh, we've given you more credit." I'm like, great, more credits so I can make music I can't download. I'm like, yes, I could play the song and use
Yeah.
like OBS to capture it, but ain't nobody got time for that. Because I want to download the song instantly and then
Yeah.
add it to my Adobe Premiere and start editing in my
Sure.
software and stuff. I don't
Sure.
want to sit there for like, 3-4 minutes capturing each song each time I make a song. Like it's just like heaps of extra time, and it would lose a bit of quality doing that as well.
Yeah. Would.
So now I'm going to Suno. Do you know Suno for
Mm-mm.
music?
Mm-mm.
SUNO, I think it is. Suno is the next best one. It was on par with Udio in my opinion. Suno sort of almost overtook it in terms of quality. But you probably do you remember all those songs I made as well? I made a bunch of SPX songs early on. There was like Goku and Marie Rose dancing. Do you remember that?
I kind of do. It's been a
Yeah, yeah.
while.
Yeah, there's a bunch of songs I made. I was using Udio because it's
Nice.
such good
Yeah.
quality. And Suno at the time wasn't as good quality. It had like a weird sound to the audio, but now they've sort of fixed it now. So
Would you?
Suno's the new one I'm gonna be using.
That reminds me. Do you remember, like back in like April or May, maybe there was a creator that came up right when the TikTok challenge started that Murad put on, that was making like these really interesting, or it was kind of weird to be on it. Like it was like reggae videos with like Marie Rose is
Yeah,
like a
yeah. He came
reggae
on and
girl.
just disappeared.
It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
disappeared. I think he was just trying to
yeah.
win the competition. I don't think he really cared about any of it.
Oh,
But
yeah. I think he was an Aeon. I think maybe
you think
he just
so?
got flushed out. It's probably new to crypto. I think it's probably got flushed out.
Maybe you're right.
We've had a
Maybe you're
lot of
right.
drops. Yeah.
I thought. Well, anyways, that was some weird video. I'm assuming he used some kind of AI music. That's the
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
why I
it
mentioned.
was the same stuff. It was either
Gotcha.
Suno or Udio. And
Yeah.
that's the other thing is these tools are very powerful, but if you use them in the wrong way, they can always sound crap or look crap, right?
Right.
So it's all about using them correctly.
Yes.
Now, have you seen some of those funny ads I put up too, like the Pokemon ad and like the Pokemon card ad and some of these
Yes.
other things?
Yes. Yeah, those are
That's
good.
using Sora too as
I saw
well.
one of them didn't
Yeah.
have Rao Pal in it, like walking through like a city block or something,
Yeah,
like
it
for
looks
like
super
a.
awkward. I did it on purpose. I was like, make him just like stare at the camera at the end. I thought it was so funny, but they're like, I didn't get that many good responses in the comments. But yeah, it was Raoul Paul's just like walking, and like everyone else is talking, and then they just look at him, and he looks at the camera, but he doesn't say anything. It's just, and I made it like linger like a little bit too long because I thought it was just really funny. But I
I
don't know.
think some
I got weird
people.
humor sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know if people got it. I
Yeah,
think.
that was with VO3.
Uh,
You could tell Sora 2 from VO3 because Sora 2 is always like cutscene more. The quality is not as clear, but it's like more realistic looking, and it
yes.
has like more sort of defects almost on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sora 2 is absolutely amazing, but it was free
Yeah.
for a while to use. Now it's super expensive,
I
so
bet.
so I'm not using it as much now because it's it's like a lot. I will buy some credit for it at some point and make another SPX Demon Fighter. But yeah, those videos take me like 4 to 6 hours as well as a bunch of money
I'm
because of all
sure.
those AI tools I just listed. Right, there's like 5 or 6 AI tools that go into making something like that. So
Man, yeah, it's dedication, labor of love, man. Yeah, they're
yeah,
they're
thanks. Yeah,
they're cool though. I mean, I love seeing a lot of people really getting into the AI tools. You're probably the best example of it. Um, but there's several others. Arcane uses it quite a bit in their videos.
yeah, yeah. I like his stuff. Yeah, it's amazing.
DK, I don't know if you've seen him. He's been getting into it really heavy the last couple months.
What does he
And
do? What?
he's he's been taking. Well, I think what he's been doing is taking like some of the most popular memes, like the still pictures, and like putting them, making them do something really cool looking, and then it kind of flows to another meme. But it transitions really well, way better
Oh,
than it
cool.
did. It's cool. Whatever he's doing looks cool. It's not as in depth as what you did with like Demon Fighter and that sort of thing, but it's still pretty cool use of it. I don't know what tool he's using. He
Yeah,
told.
Clay does some as well. I think
Yes,
Clay.
yes, he does a good bit too.
He's another one. He's definitely have been improving for sure as well. You've
Yes,
seen like,
yes,
and it's crazy, right? From the start of the year till now, which is 11 months. It's quite a while.
sure.
The AI tools have improved like
Yeah,
I'd say 3 or 4 fold,
it's not even
which is
close. Yeah,
it's exponential growth.
yeah.
So this time next year, we can probably make a full like 3-4 minute animation
Yeah.
with like a single prompt. So
Right.
it's gonna be
I
insane.
mean, and Grok Imagine is sure it's not as good as the other tools for sure, but it's cool. You just take a picture, make a 5 second little whatever, do something. It's kind of cool. That
Yeah,
it is
the
so
Sora
easy.
2 does 12 seconds, which is pretty like
Right.
that's it actually is. I think the
And
future of Sora 2.
it's better than Grok too. I mean, Grok's kind of basic,
Oh,
I think.
it's amazing. It,
Yeah.
it's literally the best because some of the videos you can't tell aren't real. Like
Oh, I
that
know. Yeah.
that's what when the quality is so good you don't know if it's real. That's when you're like, wow, that's like really really amazing. Maybe the quality is not as high. Sometimes it looks like it's filmed on a phone, but that's part of
Yeah.
the fun,
Have you
right?
seen the Michael Jackson ones, like where he's in like 7-Eleven and all this random?
He's
That shit
stealing
is
shit. Yeah, yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
That's
And he's like
hilarious.
moonwalking out. It looks amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, yeah, some of them are really good. Some of them are very creative. What
Have you
people
seen the
thought
Stephen
about.
Hawking's ones where he's
Oh
like
God, I fucking love
on the
those.
ramps and the
The
queen is
wrestling.
doing
Do you see?
wrestling?
Yeah, the wrestling with the queen. She's doing
It's
it.
the funniest stuff ever.
Boom.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I absolutely love them. They're so funny. They're so hilarious. I'm like, I think Stephen Hawking's had a good sense of humor. I think he'd actually think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I think you
He
would
was,
too. Yeah,
yeah,
watching
he
him
wasn't
crash
egoic.
in on the WWF, boom.
Yeah,
Stephen
yeah.
Hawking's
And
on
the
the
Queen
yeah, the Queen's
is
great.
the Queen even alive? Is she still alive? I'm
I
not
don't
sure she
know.
is.
Maybe I don't know.
There you go.
She's
So you
alive in
should
this
know these things.
video. She's kicking some
That's
ass.
funny. Yeah, well,
No,
she's gonna come wrestling. She's gonna come jumping off the roof at you now. Oh my gosh.
the Martin Luther
But
King
yeah,
Jr. I've seen some of
a
Martin
lot of
Luther
that
King
stuff's
Jr.'s.
been
Yeah, it's funny.
stopped now and suppressed. Unfortunately, like Sora 2,
Oh man,
they got a lot of flack, and so
I've
you
got some
can't.
saved on my phone. They'll never go away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of it is you can't use like celebrity names as much now, and you can't upload your own pictures of any people, which is a little
Oh,
bit of an issue. So like
darn.
if I want to use myself or something like that, I can't do that anymore in Sora 2. You can still do it in VO3. So between VO3 and Sora 2, you can sort of like play off them a lot and do a lot of things. But yeah, there are limitations still in there.
Darn.
But like 12 seconds is a long time because VO3 does 8 seconds. So 8 seconds to 12 seconds, it's a third longer, but it actually feels because most scenes in most movies and TV shows are about 10 to 12 seconds or
Right.
so.
You,
So 12 seconds feels quite natural from going to scene to
right.
scene.
Right. Grok Imagine has gotten a little bit better. I've noticed. Like I was just messing around with it, and it's free if you have. Well, not really free, but if you pay for Twitter, anyways, it's free.
Yeah, I pay
Um,
for Twitter, so
right. So
I should be able to,
I put
should be easy.
I put like Abe Lincoln in there, like an old picture of Abraham Lincoln, and I told it to say, I said, make him say, "Stop trading and believe in something," and take a bow. And he did it perfectly, and it sounded pretty good. Like his voice was decent. And then,
That's awesome.
but the only thing Grok Imagine does is kind of sucky. Is it will put like weird kind of music to it, like trying to
Uh,
like weird digital
in
artifacting.
your prompt at the end,
Yeah,
do no music.
I need to
That,
do that. But I fixed
yeah.
it anyways. I downloaded it and I put it in a CapCut, and I was able to isolate the voice anyways, so it didn't matter.
That so that's something that you can probably do in Adobe Premiere, but I haven't worked out how to do that. That's so cool. You can isolate it.
CapCut is like built in. You press isolate voice, removes everything but the voice. It's really
Oh,
awesome.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm sure it's possible because Adobe Premiere has like it's like the premium suite, right?
Surely it
And
does. Yeah.
I've been using it for like 20 years, and it's only got better. But I probably don't utilize all the tools in it. I can filter the music and sound to make it different levels and everything and make it sound good. But I haven't looked at how to isolate a voice. That sounds so cool. I
Yeah,
want to try
CapCut
that.
lets you do. But anyways, I did that, and then I put like I put like the SPX logo in there too, the little typical spinning thing, and then I put like a filter to make it look kind of old. Like kind of like an old crackly cup that
That's
thing.
so cool.
And it looked pretty. It was like that took me like 5 minutes, and it was like a
Yeah.
fun little video. It took 5 minutes, and I was like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like to do that like years ago, you'd need like an animator to animate that whole thing, and you
Voice
need like
actor.
someone else. Yeah, yeah. Or like Hollywood's gone, man. Hollywood's
This
like,
toast.
I mean, they're not exactly gone. It's just like they're going to use all the tools, and
Yeah,
so a
it's
lot
gonna
less
get wild.
actors will get jobs. A lot they won't need giant studios or giant budgets anymore.
Yeah.
They're gonna just need the very best AI tools.
Well, and voice actors, I think a lot of them are freaking out. But if they could figure out a way to monetize their voice, they could turn out be doing okay. Like if Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman's like, you can use my voice as long as I get X up amount of it if you
Yeah,
monetize it.
yeah. Have you seen Black Mirror? There's a Black Mirror episode where they can sell their likeness. The Joan of
I haven't
Arc
seen that
episode.
one, but
Joan,
that's
Joan is awful. I think it's called something
okay.
like that. Yeah. Have you seen any of the Black Mirror?
I've seen some of them, but not very. I
Yeah.
was in like maybe 3 or 4, but yeah, I could. Is that an episode where they
Yeah,
show what they're
it's
doing?
one of the latest seasons. I think it's the first episode of the latest season. It's
Ah,
like, it's sort of like Netflix. I don't want to give it too much away, but it's like Netflix, but it's you sell your likeness to them, and so, but they do shows about like you, and you don't know it. So I don't want to give too much away, but you gotta watch it, man. It's one of the best episodes ever of
ah,
Black Mirror.
yeah.
So
I think Black
and
Mirror
it's
might
got
be
like
telling the
levels. I
future.
don't want to give too
Yeah.
much away, but it's got like levels. It's like, yeah,
Oh
it's really
wow.
trippy. It's
Yeah.
really fun. But we're coming to that point where
Hmm.
you're gonna like sell your likeness,
Oh, I
and
remember that was such a big deal in Star Wars, where like Carrie Fisher was in it a little bit, and I can't remember the old guy's name. Whatever that old guy's name is from the first one, whatever his name is, he was in it, even though he's dead. Um, that's gonna be so common now. That's unbelievably common now.
it will be, because and also the actors become immortal,
Right.
right? Like think about
Right.
Keanu Reeves and Tom Cruise. They're both like almost in their 60s or so.
Right.
So they're quite old now. They can't do what they did when they were in their 30s. Right? And they don't look the same, but they can put their likeness in, and they can even age their likeness to like when they're in their 30s or 40s. And
Right.
so you can have these amazing actors that everyone loves, and because there's so much footage of them, the
Yes. So
AI
much
can really
footage.
really easily recreate them, and so you'll be able to have these actors that can live forever as really cool actors. They could do like 1,000 movies forever if they wanted, right?
Yeah.
And their likeness could be sold, and potentially even have royalties go to like their grandkids and their grandkids. So like there could still be value being given to their lineage. So it would be potentially easily worth it for them.
Well,
um,
and
weird idea.
sort of reminds me of something. You know the band Kiss, that
Yeah.
old school band, rock band. Um, they sold the brand Kiss. They sold their likeness. They sold the merch, the whole idea, and everything that goes with it. So I'm assuming the company they sold that to will be using these AI tools to do similar type ideas with that. I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is that. I mean, that's sort of part of the future. I mean, they'll have to UBI, right? I'm sure you probably
Yeah.
um, like with AI and robots replacing like 90% of the workforce over the next 20 years. So it's not going to be instant, but over
Yeah.
20 years,
Right.
90% of jobs will be gone. There'll there'll maybe be a lot of new jobs being created,
That's
but I
true.
think it's going to come down to have you heard of the creator economy? So
Yeah. Hmm.
there's like consumers on one side that consume, and then creators on the other side. The consumers will have a comfortable lifestyle with, UBI, but
Yep.
the creators will have a wealthy lifestyle with creating content and getting the value from the consumers, as well as, I mean, maybe you won't get UBI if you're above a certain threshold
Sure. It'll probably work that way.
of income or whatever. But it's in a way, it's incentivizing not being lazy. It's incentivizing
Yes.
being a creator and creating things, and giving value to others. And then the people that just sort of consume, they just get to sort of live a basic lifestyle. So
Yep.
I mean, everyone in that scenario, like even the consumers that have UBI, if everything is so cheap because robots do everything, the value of everything goes right down.
Yeah.
I've heard this other idea that the value of everything goes to just above electricity,
That sounds
because everything's run on, yeah, everything's run
about
on
right.
electricity, right? The
Yeah.
AI is running on electricity. So maybe they just make like 5% or 2% or whatever over the cost of electricity on everything.
Yeah.
So the cost of everything goes right down to almost nothing. But then the
Yes.
amount of money that everyone has is fairly low too. But they get like a cinema. It's such a funny idea, but like that could be the future.
I think it's going to be something to that effect. I've actually made a
And things
post.
like SPX.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah,
I was just saying I made posts like that. I've said I
yeah,
think in the
yeah,
future
yeah.
it's going to be like creators, consumers, and I think
Yeah.
SPX is a vehicle to inspire people to create.
SPX.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Um, Yeah, so SPX and Bitcoin and things like that are hard assets,
Yep.
they'll consume a lot of that value too. And
Mm-hmm.
people that still
Stores of
have
value.
money before, as this transitions, a lot of those people are going to put that money into hard assets like crypto, so that they can keep accruing value while everyone else sort of, because you won't be able to make as much money in a job when everything's so automated and so streamlined using
Yes.
AI and robots.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
it's,
100%.
it's a little this is it's a little utopian, but there's also like
It's slightly
little,
dystopian too.
yeah, it's got a bit of both, right? So people
It's
being busy
utopian
playing.
for the people who understand what's going on. It can be dystopian
Yes,
for people
yeah,
who don't.
but I guess that's almost like not being ignorant, right? Like in the Matrix,
Yeah.
and there's Cypher who gets unplugged, but he doesn't like it because he has to deal with the real world, and he doesn't like it, so he gets put back into the Matrix,
Yeah.
and he's like, I know when I eat this meat, it's not real, but it's like,
But it
but
tastes
I
so
enjoy it
good. Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
But then he wants to get his mind wiped, right? So he doesn't remember anything. Like,
Right.
well, he's basically killing himself in that way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. He wanted to be put into like a position of power within the Matrix, to where he can have all his earthly desires at any point, and then his old
Yeah.
self be gone. I guess. I kind of understand his point of view, because the reality sucked, but
It is easier being ignorant, but then at the same point, I think you're not like learning and evolving properly if you're not
right.
like, yeah, it's interesting. I feel like the Matrix was so far ahead of its time. It's
Oh yeah.
pretty cool movie,
Oh, it's awesome
and a lot of
movie.
that,
It's an
yeah, a lot of
awesome
that
movie.
stuff's sort of coming true. Um,
Yep.
yeah, it's fun. Do you like Avatar movie Avatar?
It was pretty good. I don't love that movie, but I do like it. Do
Yeah,
you like it a
yeah,
lot?
yeah. I think it's the idea of remote control avatars is
It's a
sort of
cool
like,
idea. Yeah.
well, potentially we're doing that right now. If our consciousness is not our body, have you ever had a lucid dream where you become
Yep.
conscious of your dream and you
Yep.
can control your body in the dream? But
Yes.
that's not your real life body, but you remember everything in real life. So that means that if you can control that body there and you can control this body here, then we are our consciousness, which is outside of this
Yes.
reality. And we are remote controlling our avatars. So we're in Avatar. We are an avatar.
That's a good way to think
So
about it. Yeah. In a way.
yeah,
Yeah. For sure.
yeah. So and what's funny in that one in the movie the Avatar, like the humans are coming in, destroying the
Yes.
land. All the natives are trying to like
Right. Right.
just
Right.
live off the land and trying to be free. And it's almost like corporations versus the people, which is sort of the SPX flip the stock
Yeah.
market
I haven't watched that
sentiment.
movie in a long time. I probably should go back and watch it. I haven't.
Yeah,
It's been a
it's really
long
funny when
time.
you watch movies. You go back and you watch movies, and they just like
They hit
you see a
different.
completely
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
perspective. Yeah, because you've evolved, so
Right.
you can see things differently.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like a long time ago. I think it's the theater. Whenever it came out, it was the last time I've seen it. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard something say that you bought Solana around $8. Is that right?
Well, I bought it at 200 as well. So I bought it at the
Yeah, yeah.
close to the top. Yeah. I kept DCA. Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but that's that. Like, if you were buying that low, and so you know what's up there. with,
Well, no, I did keep buying it. And I had to withstand that FUD and all the BS in 2022 around it.
yeah, then
It
it
was
flew,
tough.
man. It really flew.
Yeah,
So, are you still
2020.
holding Solana?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I still hold it. Yep. I've converted some into SPX. I still hold some. It's kind
yeah.
of like I guess a safety net for me in a way at this point. But I still got some because I was a big believer in it. So I have to. It's like I still hold some Bitcoin too. I have to hold some
Yeah.
um, in these different stages. But SPX is the SPX is my new Solana, if you will. It's my new.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
new.
for sure.
It's the one.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
mean,
one I believe in now.
I was buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, Solana, all around that similar price point as
Yeah.
well. Back in 2020, I think 2022 was a big FTX collapse around
Yes.
that time period.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Um,
2023 was boring as hell.
yeah.
It was a whole year of boring, whole year of chop, up, down, up and down, up and down. Honestly, that's what 2025 has been. It's been up and down.
Yeah,
Bitcoin's
it
moved
really
nowhere.
has.
Solana's done nowhere.
I thought this year was going to be a complete rocket ship.
Oh,
So,
I did too. Yeah, I think everybody did. I think that's why
yeah,
the market sentiment right now is so dire.
I think we're
Because
still going to have a really big end of November, and I think December will be crazy. And then
I'm still bullish. I don't know when it's going to happen though. I'm starting to I kind of
I'll tell
believe
you,
the long game. I kind of believe the cycle ends in 2026. I've kind of bought into that idea. The 4-year cycle's dead. That's what I think.
yeah, I agree. 4-year cycle's dead.
Yeah,
Mostly because the Bitcoin halving has very little effect now, and
correct.
institutions got into it, and it
It's a
just they
very different market.
it's completely just derailed it from that from how it was working. What I was gonna say was I actually had a dream last night that uh SPX did a 10x overnight.
It could
So
happen easily.
yeah, I woke up and I was like, wow, okay, it's gonna do like a 10x, and I haven't dreamt about that happening to SPX at all till now. So it's very interesting, and I've had some dreams come true, like like almost like premonitions. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, if we're right about this, and I mean, I think I am. I think we are. Then 10x is easily could happen overnight. Easily.
Yeah, that was in one day. So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. It was a good dream. We'll see. We'll see what
Oh,
happens.
I'll be interested to see how the timeline will look that following day. Ooh,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, a
wildness.
10x means that it'll probably do 100x because that first leg is enough to make everyone go, okay, this is it. Let's all jump in, and then it'll just go wild after that because
Yeah.
we already have a lot of people that don't want to sell.
Right.
Imagine we get more people on board that don't want to sell. Like
Yes.
it's just going to be crazy rocket ship.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
saw Dogecoin. I was there for Dogecoin.
Nice.
I dumped my Dogecoin just before it broke 1 cent.
No.
Yeah, no, it
No.
would have been over half a mil.
Well.
But
Well.
yep,
You.
learned my lesson.
Yep. Learn your lesson. That's all you can do.
But you know why? I thought meme coins were like inferior to utility
Utility
coins.
coins, yeah. I mean, that was the prevailing narrative at the time, and it is again now. I don't know if you've noticed, meme coins are hated now, like
What the hell's wrong with people? Meme coins are the best.
despised. They're absolutely, but that's good. That's good. People,
Yeah,
I think are starting to doubt some, but that's a good thing. You want to be hated. Solana, in my case, absolutely hated. Everybody hated
yeah,
it with a passion. Everybody was calling it dead. Ethereum L2 is the only way. Solana's dead. That was the narrative. So that's where we're at again with meme coins, and that's a good thing because that means there's a lot of opportunity. So
yeah, yeah, hundred
that's where you
percent.
want to
Yeah,
be.
I feel like we're at a local bottom right now.
I think we are too, but I mean, who knows if Bitcoin takes a down beating again? Who knows? I don't know. I don't think it
Is
will, but
next week the rate cuts? Is that next week?
uh, I don't know. I don't keep up with it that much, to be honest.
'Cause I thought someone saying I know it's this month sometime, right? Sometime in November.
Well, and really, what would do it is if Powell came out and was like, "We're going to cut it 50 basis points instead of 25." That would make
Was there
things go
also
crazy. But
the bill that's about to be signed as well, the crypto bill?
yeah, yeah, there's I I the
They're
reason why.
all they're all like next. I think they're all next week, right? So maybe next week's a rocket ship. We'll
But
see.
here's the thing, like the reason why I'm not. Everybody says the top's in or whatever, but this whole year we've had lots of good news happen, lots of good news, and it hasn't really done anything.
I
Um,
was remember this episode's not coming out till December, right? Something like that.
yeah,
You've
it'll
got like
be
a
probably
schedule.
the first. I think the first week
Oh
of
wow.
December. Yeah.
Okay, I'm predicting by the time you guys see this, we're gonna be flying.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Okay, it'll be like December, the first Saturday of December. So
That's awesome.
yeah. All right. We'll see. We'll look back on it. I
Do
hope you're
it.
right, but at the same time, if we're not, then just keep stacking. And if this is the way I look at it, if crypto overall moves in a big way, SPX is going to move way faster. You know what I mean?
Oh, it has. It has.
Yeah.
Every time I see them go like this, SPX is going like that,
Right.
and it's it's a front runner.
Yeah. So
So
it's. I'm not worried about it long term. I know that much. And I think the Bears are wrong, and we'll see how it goes.
yep. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it, guys. I can't wait for. I need some feedback for my book. I haven't got much feedback so far.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
But
I'll read it and I'll let you know
I've
whenever I get
sold a
up.
decent amount of copies, so there's a whole bunch out there. And I've seen a
Nice.
few people have posted pictures of it, and my wife liked it, and so
Awesome.
that's good.
Yeah, I'm
She's
definitely.
an engineer. She's smart,
No,
so
nice.
she's smarter than me.
I like that.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna read it. Definitely, I'll let you know, and I'll try to write. I'll try to remember to write an Amazon review as well.
Oh, sweet, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think it's got any so far.
yeah.
But
I'll
yeah, I
definitely write
didn't
you one.
ask. Yeah, I didn't ask anybody to do it for the comic book at all. I didn't ask for any reviews. Like, I think I got 7 5-star reviews, which is nice.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I need to do
all
that. I don't know if
100% organic.
I did it for that or not. I need to if I haven't. But yeah,
Yeah, they're sweet. Yeah, you can
yeah,
even just do the rating. You don't even have to write anything if you don't feel like it.
right. Yeah, yeah. I'll definitely will, and I'll let you know. I'll probably do like a quick video on it, real quick, like a short. I did that for
Oh, that's
Audacious as
awesome.
well. Yeah.
I saw the way you're doing your YouTube is really awesome. Like you're doing like the long ones, but then you're also cutting it up and you're
Yes.
releasing small snippets. It's really
Yes.
smart because
Yes.
you always come to my feed now. Like there's always like a video there.
I release a
Is it?
lot of shit now. A lot of
Yeah,
content.
yeah.
It's kind of
But
insane.
that's great. It's good and it's all SPX. Like
Yeah.
we need to dominate YouTube because I feel like we already dominate X. Obviously, everyone knows that, right?
Yes.
We're starting to dominate Reddit. TikTok, we're on there. I don't think we're dominating, but we're definitely on TikTok.
Yeah, we've got a
Um,
presence, and Instagram's
yeah,
Instagram and TikTok. I feel like we have a presence. I don't think certainly
yeah,
not
yeah. We're
dominating
dominating.
crypto, but I think we have a. I think we're doing pretty darn good if you look at the meme coin category and think of it that way. In terms of meme coin
Yeah,
category, I think we're doing pretty good.
like almost every single day we're daily trending for both community and for there's a few different topics that those different people do the trending. It was
Yeah,
trending and community. We're usually leading by trending and community for a lot
nice.
of the different against a lot of the different tokens.
Did you see
So
the Beeple pic he recently put out? It had
so
a
I
little
understand.
SPX
So is
logo.
that a work of art he did? Is that
Yes,
like a
yes. So, are you familiar with Beeple?
yeah, I am. Was that
Okay.
is that a physical one though? That's
I
physical.
don't think so. I think he does a digital piece every day. So this is one of his
Wait, is
everyday
that like
ones.
3D or something? I because there's only like it was a cropped part of the picture, I think.
Yeah, it was
Or is
like
that
a
what it
full.
is?
I mean, it was a full digital picture, and then he put the SPX logo, a little tiny logo on the
It's a
penny.
tiny little yellow coin.
On the penny. Yeah, that's was his teeny tiny coin. That was funny. He's done SPX in a few of his pieces before.
Yeah, I thought he like made fun of us, but
Yeah,
maybe
he
he
made
really
fun of us a
likes
few
it.
times, but that's fine.
Yeah,
Hey, all publicity is good publicity, in my opinion.
it is. It really is.
If
And
you want to make fun of
everyone
us,
makes
go
fun
right
of us.
ahead. You could be
Yeah, yeah.
an evil villain in our story arc. That's fun. Like Raoul Pal. keep talking
Oh,
about us.
he's everywhere. He's on people's t-shirts. Oh my God.
Dude, that
He's in my
gift get
videos as
used.
well.
Yeah, and he's on the gifts we have. Like, yeah, keep. It's fine. If you want to be the bad guy, it's cool.
I'm pretty sure he actually likes the community now as
Yeah,
well.
I think
Because
he does.
someone mentioned him in an interview. He's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't think anything of them, but they haven't stopped now. They keep badgering me because I said one thing." I think he thinks they're fun. He thinks it's fun though.
I think
He's got a pretty good attitude. I like him.
I like him a lot too. No, in all seriousness, I really do like him, and he's very smart too. Like I think he's got his. He's bullish like we are, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
have you
hate
seen
him
his
at the
like
bull.
wine? Have you seen like his wine hour? He does
Yeah,
like once a week. He does like a wine
yep,
hour. He just talk shit. It's really quite fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like his. That's I watched that, and then the Biddle Jeremy Biddle, or I don't know if I'm saying the name right. One of his co-workers who helps him write these pieces. I think he's really good too.
And
I can
his
never get his name
thesis
right,
is
but
correct too, right? Like his
yeah,
thesis was the everything code, like everything moves together. And
yep,
so far he's right, right? The
yep,
the market's all moving together in the liquidity cycle,
yep,
and the liquidity cycle is just starting to ease now.
yeah, yeah.
And so
We're
that's where
behind. We're behind. That's why
yeah.
the cycle is not the same.
So I think this cycle is actually going to last the next 6 months or longer. Like it's going to
Yeah,
be pretty long, I think,
yeah.
because it's taken so long.
I think the whole traditional cycle. I think that whole thing is just not even going to be. I think it's just going to be. I don't know. I know. In my head, we're about to get bullish sooner rather than later. Is my belief. And I think the 4 year cycle is definitely dead. I don't know. I feel like since institutions are here and there's always that bid on Bitcoin to some degree. I feel like it's going to be
Yep.
like smaller. There might be compressed cycles where you got a bull and then you got a quick bear and then you got a bull. That's kind of 2025 was kind of a bearish year if you look at it, like
Yeah, I mean,
objectively.
2024 we actually had a little bit of bull bit at the start of it.
Yes, yeah. It was like 2024 was very bullish. 2025 was bearish, sideways. It felt like 2023, to be honest. And that
It
was like
did,
a
yeah,
boring
100%.
ass year. Nothing happened. And then by the end of 2023, I don't know if you remember, that's when it started. And then 2024, and then we went down
Yeah,
and we grew.
2024, I hit seven figures again in my portfolio. So and then
Nice.
obviously down from there. But so, yeah, have you hit big numbers in your portfolio before?
Yeah.
Like
I
in
mean,
the last full?
I'm doing good for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and it's hard going from seven figures back to not seven figures.
It's all yeah. It's long game, man. You know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I think I'm gonna get to eight figures next. So
hell yeah. There you
100x
go.
could put me in eight figures easy.
Hell yeah. My goal is this is kind of, I mean, I don't know if it'll happen, but my goal is to, before I pass away, I want to be a billionaire before I pass away.
Oh, I like it. Well, I mean, but $1 billion then, if that's
Right.
50 years, might be like $10 million now.
I don't know if it'll be that bad, but okay. Assuming if we go totally debase like crazy, then my number would be higher than that. But no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think
Yeah, so maybe, yeah.
I think a
If you say
billion.
we have
Sorry, go ahead.
90% dilution, right? So
Yeah,
100 million now would be a billion then. That's
something
still
like
pretty
that.
good.
That's
Yeah.
that's all right.
Yeah, $100 million now is okay. I actually had this conversation with a friend of mine over the phone like 2 days ago, and I said, "Did you know that $1 million in the 80s is
Right.
like the equivalent of $30 million now?"
It's wild.
That's right. When
Yeah.
someone was a millionaire in the 80s and 90s, you're like, "Well, they're set for life," because it's the same as like $20 to $30 million now.
Right.
That to get that wrapped around someone's mind is very difficult. But
Yeah,
you look at Big Mac.
a millionaire doesn't mean like it used to. I mean, it's awesome,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
it's not,
A,
you're not
a,
set.
a big, yeah, because like a bit, they use a Big Mac as a good base of it because Big Mac
Right.
has all the infrastructure around it of transport and all these different costs involved with it. But a Big Mac was like, I don't know, it was like 80 cents or something in the 80s. And it
Right.
was like double the size. And now it's like
Right.
$8, but then it's half the size. So
Right.
it's a really easy way of working out like the
Huh.
inflation, right?
It's
So it's like
awful.
20 to
Yeah.
30 times less value now. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. But
it's,
I think it's something like, um,
I think you could definitely
yeah.
hit $1 billion, man. Definitely. If you keep up with this. And man, it'd be pretty cool if that was just from SPX only.
Well,
That'd be pretty
I
cool.
mean, if we flip the stock market, it definitely would be. So,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, even 10% of the stock market would be
yeah,
it's huge, huge numbers.
huge numbers.
Um, Yeah, yeah, it's really exciting. Someone else I think you interviewed, they said that they think we're going to flip the stock market, but not the way that we think
Yeah, I
because
think it was
someone is going to
Jesse,
go down value.
the surgeon.
Yeah.
I don't really. He never
Oh, I
fully
love
explained.
Jesse. That
I
was a
love
good
him too.
interview.
Yeah,
That was
I
good.
don't think
Yeah.
I don't know if I fully understood. I don't think he fully explained it. I don't really know exactly what he meant by that, but I was like, well, interesting.
Yeah, he's seeing the future, man. He's
Hey, I mean, maybe he's right. Maybe it'll be quite different. I mean, as long as we
yeah,
flip it, that's cool.
exactly.
How what do you have any other big ideas that you have plans for, or anything that you would like to do but you haven't done, or
Oh, for SPX
yeah,
specifically?
for SPX specifically, yeah,
Um, I think I want to print like a giant SPX logo for my car. That'd be cool.
that would
Uh,
be cool. You'd have to take some pictures of that, videos of that. Would be
yeah, I mean,
amazing.
I've already like handed out flyers all around
Right,
the block, and I'm always walking around in my SPX merch. So no neighbors have said anything to me, but they for sure know that I'm the one handing out these flyers and stuff. So I mean, driving around in my car would probably be pretty obvious anyway. um, but yeah, I was thinking even like because I want to get a Porsche, and when I get the Porsche, that would
ooh,
look even cooler with the giant SPX logo.
dude, that would
But
be awesome.
yeah, not really any huge plans, but maybe another big meetup in Melbourne City would be awesome with more
Sweet,
Aeons. Because
yeah,
we actually had more coming, but some of them couldn't make it. They had all sorts of issues and stuff. Because getting to the city is quite hard in Melbourne, depending where you are. And but yeah, I think a really big in real life rating event would be awesome. And
sweet,
get some more footage and stuff. Get that online because
sweet,
it was really fun. It was just me and Drew. I think you saw the Melbourne one. It was me
yeah,
and
that
Drew
was
that did
awesome.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had more Aeons that were supposed to come, but they couldn't make it on
oh,
the
that's too
day.
bad.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Well,
uh, App ideas. I've got so many app ideas, man. So it's just a matter of implementing them and time and effort and
Yeah,
all that stuff. I'm gonna keep adding merch to the store. I've been looking into trying to. I'm really trying to get flyers on the store. It is so hard to get flyers on the store.
really.
None of the print on demand places do flyers or print on
Uh,
demand. So
Interesting.
I managed to find some stickers, but even then they weren't really what I wanted. So I'm trying to, because I'm using Shopify. On Shopify, you can add multiple third party print on demand places to
Sure.
the same store. So I'm just looking through and seeing what I can find. I'm also trying to implement so you can buy your merch on SPX 1600 gear with SPX tokens.
That would be sick. That would be
I
so
found a
cool.
solution for that, but they require my ID, and it's a small company, so I'm just slightly hesitant on that.
That's
But
understandable.
I'll probably do it. It's called DPay, DEPAY, I think. So you guys can look into them if you want for Shopify. But I'll
Cool.
probably implement that soon, and so then you'll be able to actually buy your merch of SPX. But you can use I think you can even use base chain as well as Solana and as well
Awesome.
as Ethereum. So potentially you'll be able to use any of the chains that SPX is on to use your SPX token. So that'll be really cool if that works.
Cool, man.
So yeah, that's probably it
All right,
for
cool.
those
Did
things.
you have any final thoughts? And I'll let you get going, man.
Um, like I think if you're worried and scared about your bags, because I'm on board like 30 people in real life, so when they get scared they call and text me. So
Yeah.
um, I sometimes have to give them pep talks or whatever. But like crypto is a long game, especially like SPX token. It's not something that I mean, maybe you could get rich if it does a 10x tomorrow, but it's likely to take a little while longer. And there'll be dips. Like even if it does a 10x, it might go back down a little bit and then up even higher, right? And so you really got to look long term for this. And the guys that are in this, you can see where a lot of us are from Bitcoin and early Solana, early Ethereum. A lot of long termers in this, and the visionaries and people that are in it for the long term. So I'd say just stay stuck to your conviction and don't waver. If you can DCA, that's great.
Yep.
If you can't, that's okay. Just hodl as much as you can. Contribute when you can. I'm sure whoever's listening, you guys can do a little bit more, put a little bit more effort in just to get an extra post in, extra video in, whatever you like. Try and help as much as you can because this is a big movement and we need to all sort of move together. And we're already doing a great job. So if you're listening, watching, that's helping participate right now, right? Everyone is helping, and I feel like the energy is really good in SPX. I've been in so many tokens over the years,
Yep.
and the only thing that's reminded me of Bitcoin, really. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I love you guys. Thanks so much, and thank you a lot for having me on, Chad. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I appreciate you coming on for sure. It's been awesome to talk to you. I'm glad we got to do it. And thank you to everyone who's listened this far. We really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps. I'll provide a link to Jordan's X account, his book sites, his websites, all the links. And until next time, persist forever, Aeons.
Woo! Thanks, Chad. See you
Yeah.
guys.